Miss.
Yeah, like we're here to do our last day of the promise presentations, but we're also here to celebrate you. And I feel like 10th grade's a big deal, huh? Right? So let's like take a moment and give each other some shout outs. Or you could write your promise up here on the collaboration board. But welcome, welcome, welcome. Someone edited this and wrote, I promise to A. To my beautiful period 7, you have this deck. It is in your stream. I posted it this morning at 7:02. So please make sure you Control F and you find your slides. I did change the order a little bit based on what I was seeing. Some of you, like Mr. Rivera, some of them I feel like are so prepared, like I think they could still go. I don't know. There's like one student who I'm gonna call on, even though we think he may do small group, but I think he might do whole group. We'll see how it goes.
Cool, sounds good to me.
Awesome, because like there are some like impressive kids in here. Welcome everyone. Okay, so please, is this thing on? Testing. Give a shout out to everyone who is doing the promise. Shout out someone in the class. Maybe we'll give them some points and you get some points for shouting someone else out. Or rewrite your promise. My name is DJ Copera. I'm representing Team Green today because I feel like Mr. Bryant needs it, but orange forever. Orange in my heart. Green is my external identity. Orange is my internal identity. Shout out to the students. All right, here we go. Shout out to Lynette. Woo! Yeah, Wendy gave a shout out to Lynette. Alberto's shouting out himself. That is a wise decision. Yes, Alberto, you keep shouting out yourself. Those of us who shout ourselves out will prevail. Woo! Okay, let's get this party rolling. If you are moved to write a promise right here, that would be cool too. This is the last day of our sophomore promises. I have a challenge to all of you. My dare to all of you to lock your B, your A, your C. Here's my challenge. Are you ready? I want you to get a Post-it. And if you're in 10th grade, I gave you Post-its. You should have Post-its in your little bag. And I want you to write your promise and put it somewhere where you can see it. Like with a lot of tape. Like find somewhere where you go every day. And like write that promise so you can see it. And you'll remember it. You'll actually notice it. Like maybe put it in the mirror, maybe put it by your bed, or maybe put it like where you make your coffee in the morning. That's where I look every day. So like make sure, write your promise on a Post-it. So as we're warming up, do that and post it to your respective seesaw and I'll give you some points. Lock your good grades. So engage. Read it every day. Put it on the fridge, yes. Tell your mom not to throw it out. Ask your friends if they are keeping their promise next year. Like check in with your friends. Hold each other accountable. So take a moment to do that. Write on a Post-it, like an actual Post-it with an actual pen. Okay, and then welcome everyone. Ooh, Mr. Garcia shouting out his friend, Mr. Rivera. I love that. Yeah. Shout out to everyone who is brave enough to not care about judgment. Alberto, that's beautiful. Oh, Destiny, you need the slides. Destiny, I finish my promise tomorrow because I have to go somewhere right up. Yeah, so what's been happening, everyone, is some kids have been doing their promises at different times, but the key is communicating. So my answer to that is yes. Okay, I think Mr. Garcia and Mr. Rivera should get A's because they're like on Nearpod. Where are you guys? Okay, I gotta stop talking so much. Here we go, guys. Day 5, sock check. Anyone want to show their socks? Mr. Garcia and I have worked with each other for a long time, and he gives me this face where he's like, stop it now. You need to stop. And I know that face. Okay, I'll stop. All right, just wanted to like tell you guys, if you want to buy high socks that have paintings on them, those are available to you. You guys are the class of fire, of passion, I have to say, when I look at this painting of a starry night, I really do think of you guys. Like, even though this year has been a roller coaster, you guys are a sky full of stars. There are some bright lights that have really done a lot. So let's just give some twinkles to each other in the chat for making it through. I've sensed so much fire from your heart, so much truth in your art. And like Brandon Ortiz said, these are some of the best promises we've ever had. Let's go. So our essential question for today is, what do we do with the history we faced? Okay, we faced our history. We learned about history. Now what do we do with it? Where do we go from here? So on Nearpod, I'm going to skip an activity. Not feeling it, but skipping that. Okay, I have a poll for you. Here's my question. Drum roll, please. Should we leave our past behind? Should we throw our masks in the trash? Or should we always remember them? Yes, no, or this is my favorite AGR answer. It depends. I challenge you to pick one. It depends, miss. No, pick one. Should we forget the past? Should we forget the history? Okay, so everyone go ahead and vote. Woo! Whole 19 people on Nearpod. Come on, guys, at least you could vote. We gotta vote, gotta practice for when we're 18. Vote. Should we leave the past behind? Ooh, we got a lot of no's. We got some it depends. No yeses so far. Fascinating. Was I leading with my voice? Mr. Rivera was like, oh, kind of. Okay, told it. So should we leave the past? Oh, Mr. Garcia. Controversial. He's like, leave that past in the past. For real though, guys, when you're doing these like essay writing challenges, you really should pick one side. Because it's hard to do that, it depends. All right, does anyone want to unmute and explain their answer?
I'll let you explain my answer, miss.
Fabulous, sir.
All right, so I put no because it may be a past that you want to forget, but that past right there, you could learn from it. Like if you want to make new decisions, your past will help you, you know, learn which decision not to make. And yeah, that's what I think.
Woo! Student of the month for June. I'm deciding right now, not in a Google form, right now in this moment. Give it up for Alberto. Anyone else want to explain? Yes, let those twinkles come. Alberto, look.
Yeah, I wanted to go.
Go, sir. Yes.
I was going to say, yeah, I agree with Alberto that we shouldn't forget the past because, like, we have to see, like, how we built up from the past and, like, you know, just look at, like, the future, like, how we got to where we are today and stuff like that.
Woo! Facts, Josh. Facts. Mr. Garcia, do you want to argue against that?
That's going to be tough. Albert and Josh really swayed my way of thinking, and if I could change it, I would go back to no.
Wow, guys, you teachers, give those kids, give Josh and Alberto teaching credentials. Right there. You did more than Bitsa with that answer. All right, here we go. A+. Epic. All right, with that, so guys, remember, I don't know, Mr. Bryant, the history teacher, do you want to explain why we should never forget our history teacher?
I mean, I think they did a great job explaining why, but I'm just going to defer to the experts, my 10th grade students. They're doing a great job.
Yay! So never forget, guys. Never forget. Okay, objective for today. Dun, 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 dun. Always remember your past. Your past is beautiful, and it's going to be your light for the future. Here we go. Primary objective, period 7. I changed the order. Don't freak out. But your job is to share your promise out loud. The big thing is to explain how your mask and your promise are connected, okay? But as a 10th grade class, we want to say our promises out loud. If say your promise out loud, some period, I highlight your name in blue and I'm like, okay, they're locking their passing grade, they're doing it, they're really growing. Okay, so make sure you say your promise out loud. Do the best you can to connect your mask to your promise. And everyone else, the secondary objective is to lift each other up by demonstrating empathy and joy in the chat. And I have been in some Socratic seminars where students said it really made a big difference when I saw people writing to me in the chat. So please give people that gift, because for a lot of people, this is their first time presenting ever. Here are some sentence frames for you. Woo, scaffolds. They're right there. All right, a couple of reminders. Garcia and Brian, iconic duo. That is funny. Oh, you want to go first, Alberto? Okay, I'll fast forward to you. Got it. Okay, I agree. They are an iconic duo. Okay, here we go. So I forgot to change the little red box, but we are on our last day. Yay! Monday the 7th is bizarre. You won't see us because we're in a professional development, but we are available for office hours during the day on the 8th. And then you come and you drop off supplies to AJR, art supplies on the 8th. You only have one more period of each of your classes. No school next Friday. What up? Do any teachers have announcements? We good?
Finish your essays.
Oh yeah, finish the essay. Just to clarify, a goat is the greatest of all time, correct?
I think it's a farm animal, miss. I'm pretty sure.
No, Team Green. It's a... Who muted me? Because I've been called a goat for like the last 2 years. So I'm saying, Miss Arroz, that's a good thing. Garcia, the goat. Cap. Okay. All right, guys, we're promising to take off our mask and have a brighter future. So make sure, who in here put their promise on a Post-it? You want to show us on camera? Anyone put it somewhere? Extra credit. Javier, you did? So make sure you put that on Seesaw or show us right now. Yeah?
Oh, can I show you right now?
Yeah, show us, Javi.
So I got
Woo!
right here I got you are a millionaire and promise to be 100. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be millionaires.
Which means we gotta be goats.
Future. Yep.
All right. All right, go Javi. Yay! I really appreciate Javier. He was one of the first ones in here to present. So with that, we do have time for closing questions. If we have time, we'll see how it goes. So with that, I'm gonna go straight to Alberto. Wait, who asked to go first, guys? Remind me. Was it Alberto?
Yeah, that was me.
All right, whenever you're ready, sir. Get some twinkles to Alberto! Woo! Oops, my bad. One sec. Okay.
Oh, I'm ready, miss.
Whenever you're ready, I'll change those slides for you.
All right, yeah, you could go on to the next. All right, so this is what fake beauty is to me. I feel like nowadays a bunch of makeup companies and the media, they want to make it look like changing your body is going to make you more beautiful than you already are. That is fake beauty to me, because you're just changing yourself physically on the outside. You're not showing what you've been through, and you're not showing how you actually think about certain things, like I don't know, religion or stuff like that, like their true identity. And to me, true beauty is being confident, because this is what we need. We need confidence in ourselves, where we could just accomplish things in life. I would say another way to show true beauty is not being scared of your physical identity, not like your body appearance. You shouldn't be ashamed of what it looks like, because everyone's different. Yeah, that's for this life. This is what I think about negative human behavior. Negative human behavior, to me, it's way easier to show, because in my opinion, negative human behavior doesn't show, it doesn't take as much confidence, as much, bravery. It could be a different things, such as putting people down and crushing spirits, even you even crushing yourself. I think that no one in this planet we call Earth should do that, because we have to love each other. We have to love ourselves, because no one's gonna love for us. No one else, only us. Positive human behavior, it is being confident, being encouraging other people to make better decisions, help turn a life around. You have to believe in yourself, love yourself. You have not to be scared of failing, and you have to accept things how they are sometimes, because life is too short to be in denial. And we have to stand. You have to stand up for others, because we are all we got. And yeah, that's yeah. Go on, next slide. Next slide, please. This is my digital identity box. For my spiritual identity, I put the cross, because I put my faith in God. I believe him. I it's a part of my identity, because it's always been around me. So my intellectual, I always think about the future, because even though it's a scary thing, I gotta wish the best for my future. So I always gotta think about success, about being there for my family. And and for my emotional identity, I put a picture of like family, because I love my family. They're the reason how I feel about things. I always try to think positive, and I always try to smile. My self-esteem is, like I said, you gotta love yourself. So yeah, you can move on, miss. This is my thinking map. This is where I wrote everything about my emotional identity, spiritual identity, my intellectual, and physical identity. And yeah, this is my mask. So the flower is supposed to represent um me growing as a person, and you might see one side's all colorful and the other side is like dark. So the dark, the like where it's all black, I feel like this is how people feel inside, and they don't express that true feelings. And we need to, because how else are we gonna get help without letting people know we need help? I put like the crystal rock thing around the word happy, because I feel like it's trapped there, so we won't be able to release our happiness. Like, you know, I drew an I, but I put an X over it, because I feel like we're so lost. We're so lost, and we're so like blind to see how good we are, how awesome we are. I did not draw a lip or a smile, because I feel like our inside, when we want to smile, we just stay quiet. We're just shy. We just don't want to express anything. And I try to draw the Guatemalan flag, because me being Guatemalan helps me be confident, because it helps me show my true identity. It helps me. I'm just proud of being Guatemalan, to be honest. I try to draw like a scar there to show people that I have been through stuff. And yeah, that's it for my mask. Oh no,
Oh,
wait. My bad for interrupting, but I still got my last slide. My bad, miss. My last All right, this is my final promise. My final promise is to love myself, because we all need to love ourselves. I need to love myself more, if I could be more confident, try more hard for my family, my mama. I need to be scared. I cannot be scared of judgment, because judgment is not gonna get me nowhere. I have to just believe in myself and not believe in what other people say about me. I gotta be more confident, and I cannot be scared of saying I need help, because I know when I need help, and I'm not gonna get the help I need if I don't express it. And I cannot let I cannot be embarrassed or let fear stop me. I will keep this promise by trying harder in school for my mom and not be scared of the odds. And I think we all need to help each other because we have to be there for each other. Nowadays, this world's chaotic, and we need to believe in each other and to believe in ourselves. It helps us accomplish more things. And yeah, that's it. That's it, miss.
Alberto for president. Am I too loud? I'm sorry. You did awesome. Guys, can we thank him? I feel like you should run for class president or something, or like, I don't know, of the country. That was really good.
Nah, miss.
No?
If I was the president, this country will go to rubble.
No, it wouldn't. No, no, the contrary. Your positivity would lift us up. And this is common for everyone. Everyone in here needs to realize how beautiful they are and how they could be the future leaders and how you guys could be change makers. Like, you have to own that. What do you think, Alberto? If you believe you will succeed, don't you agree with that?
With this mindset and with this with that positive mindset and that confidence, I think I will accomplish anything, to be honest.
Yeah! You guys take some Alberto's like positivity and put it up in your heart. Ugh, classifier. I love it. Okay, Josh wants to present. Okay, wow. Everyone wants to select their order. That's cool. Okay, here we go. Let me find you, Josh. Control F. Joshua. All right, Joshua. I think I found you. All right, whenever you're ready, you're up, Josh.
Okay, I could go now.
Mhm.
Okay, so fake exterior beauty, and this is like the fake exterior beauty is, it's basically the whole point of this is the like putting on a mask and pretending someone who you aren't, like you're pretending to be someone who you really aren't. I've seen that most people have said like fake beauty is like makeup, and I agree with that. But to me, it's like pretending to be someone who you really aren't. And yeah, in my eyes, beauty truly is like being yourself and, not being scared to put yourself out there. You could go on. Yeah, okay, so negative human behavior is just like picking on someone else. There was a quote that I heard from some video where it was like, if someone's trying to drag you down, they're already below you. So if you ever do that to someone, then like you're clearly, showing that person that you're no better than them. And you got to believe in yourself, obviously, so you could spread positivity. But to me, you have to focus on yourself before you help someone else with their problems. Okay, next one. Yeah, okay, so I believe in God. Like, I have faith in God. And my mind can be everywhere. That's why I put like this little broken puzzle piece. It could be like everywhere. It can't stay focused on like one thing at a time. I'm always at like, in different places. My head can be in the clouds sometimes, and emotionally, like, I might need help myself because, life can be pretty hard, and there's no doubt about that. And my physical appearance, I put a shrug because, like I said, my physical appearance doesn't really matter to me. I just really really need to help myself mentally before I help myself physically, and I help other people too. Okay, next. Oh, okay, here we go. So I cut this better myself, and with the B and the E, like I cut that so I could be myself and I could better myself, and that would end up with me having a better future with my promise. I got to stop bringing myself down sometimes, because although I said that other people can bring you down, sometimes it could be yourself who brings yourself down, stop being lost, and then when you help yourself, you can finally help other people. And because sometimes I actually am the problem, and I have to change for the better too, to be there for myself before I am there for someone else. I will keep this promise by choosing positive words of encouragement. like, just like I said this way too many times already, but you gotta be there for yourself, because if you're helping someone else in a bad and negative state, then you're not helping them at all. You're just making yourself look pretty bad. And you gotta support yourself and ask for help too. Ask for help yourself. Like if you're in a bad place mentally, then you gotta ask for it. Okay, next. Okay, so, oops, the video's popped up, sorry. So this crack in the head is like, thanks to this heart next to the eye. And that eye is like, the heart is keeping like the eye, sane, but it's since the heart is cracking up, then like there's slowly tears. And this little plant, it's not necessarily a flower, because, you got to start small and make your way. And then there's a happy and a sad face, and together they like combine this like worrisome kind of face, and yeah, just like losing yourself slowly and not being there for yourself. Yeah, you eventually get lost. And yeah, that's about it for me.
Yay, Joshua! Give him some twinkles in the chat. Thank you for volunteering to go next, Joshua. Awesome.
Oh, I forgot to say something else.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Basically, like I listened to this album called Ugly is Beautiful, and the meaning of the album is, I was gonna insert this somewhere, but I didn't have time. It was Ugly is Beautiful is about of being treated differently and not fitting in, while also exploring self-acceptance and seeing yourself as beautiful no matter your flaws. Yeah, that's about it.
So we should listen to that song on the way out. Ugly is Beautiful, right? That's the song. Oh, and never mind. Gabriel asked to go next, so here we go. So Shanelle, you're on deck. Gabriel, thank you, everyone. Please thank Joshua in the chat. Please thank Alberto. Both of you guys like kicking off our last day of presentation so positively. Gabriel, I hope you turn your camera on. I love seeing your bright smiling face.
See, I don't know about all that, but I'll present.
Oh, okay. All right, whenever you're ready.
Hi, my name is Gabriel, and this is my presentation. All right, starting out with fake beauty. Fake beauty, I mean, in commercials, you never see like a quote unquote overweight guy or a decent guy or a skinny guy or a pretty chubby guy. All you see is like a rib jack guy, or like what's it called? A girl with curves. Like you never see like, I guess, a quote unquote normal body. And yeah, that's when everybody starts to think, oh, I should be like that. I should get like that. I need to be like that. Like I need to go to the gym right now. I need to go. Like I need to get like that. Which it's not true. Like the media and like everywhere, it's like nowadays everybody gets shot. Everybody gets a shot. Everybody gets steroids. Like everybody gets implants. But the true beauty is inside. Like I think depression is beauty, because you get to actually think. You get to actually think on how to work on yourself. You get to stare at yourself in the mirror and like actually think, like, what can I do to make myself better? What can I do to make my life better? Like, even growth is beauty. Like the beautiness and growth is what starts it, because starting it is the hardest part. It's the hardest part to start, because like it's really hard to start, because you really gotta dig deep down and get yourself going. You gotta bring energy to yourself. Miss next. All right, so negative human behavior is jealousy. Jealousy, once you see someone with something you don't got, you start getting jealous. And that's where hate comes in. And that's when you start hating the person for no reason, just because of something you don't got. And then that's when bringing people down comes in. And then it's just a full-on cycle. it's just a full-on cycle. You start bringing people down. You start like hating on them for no reason because of something you don't got. Positive human behavior is like once you see someone bring someone down, you gotta stand up for one another. As corny as that sounds, and as much as like people don't do it, you like it's actually the truth. Like you need to stand up for one another. And then another one is reassuring your friend is okay. Like so many people think a person's okay just because they're smiling, they're like cool all around. When in reality they're not. Like deep down inside, they're sad, mad, depressed, but without you even knowing. And you're his quote unquote friend. So you're supposed to help him out. Another one is being there for them, basically reassuring them in a way. Being there for them, it's not being there for them all the time. It's just checking up on them every single time, no matter what. No matter whether you see them doing something good, whether you see them like whatever, like whether you see them like working on himself, you just gotta check up on them no matter what, because you never know what they go through. All right, Miss Next. All right, this is my mask. All right, so I got walls in the side because when you're at school, you're protecting that mask. And when you're at home, you still have a mask on. And then once you're in the night, that's when you take off the mask. That's when the mask really comes off and you're just by yourself. That's when the mask really comes off. And then I put like little holes in the bottom of the eyes so you can see through it. That's what you see through it. And then I have an eye on the top in the middle of the forehead, cause people like for me I'm always like looking at what other people are doing instead of focusing on myself. And I'm pretty sure that's with everybody. Like you just start distracting yourself with something else. And then I put blood all over the face because all of the scars that I've gone through and stuff. And yeah. I miss Next. My final promise is to love myself, be more positive, and speak up for myself. I will keep this promise by focusing on myself and not focus on the negative. We all need to live a life and stop caring about what others think of us.
Wake up! Yes, Gabriel! That was amazing! Oh, killed it. You know how Britni was like, we need to start off with a bang? I really think we, like, Gabriel, Joshua, and Alberto, wow. You guys really, really nailed it. Thank you so much. Oh, God, we did. Let me zip to the beginning. All right, let's hear from Shanelle. Can we hear from you? Twinkles, yeah, Gabriel. Please write Gabriel. A note in the chat. Oh, listen to God Loves Ugly by Atmosphere. Okay, not yet. Okay, here we go. And I am moving on. Andy Alcazar, are you ready to go? Dun, dun, dun. We've got to keep moving.
Yeah, I'll go.
Woo! Animo Voices winner, Andy Alcazar. Here is your junior promise.
Right. So I start? Okay, good morning. My name is Andy Alcazar. Welcome. This is my project. Next slide. So during this unit, I learned that humans make the mistake of thinking that the external beauty is more important than your internal. It's because that is the first thing people will ever see. Yet these examples that we connect to you to the person you are never quite correct. As humans, we tend to misinterpret how our beauty in the outside is who we are in the inside. And like that procedure can be never so true. So that's why the external beauty is flawed. But I figure that it's more of the personality, someone's creativity, their trait being like who they are in the inside is what gives them the more profound look of what the person is than with the eye. Next slide. So I began to understand that some common negative human behaviors are being stuck in a perpetual belief that mistakes means that we are inadequate and aren't able to do things. And that mindset usually grows because we either make suggestions and it gets shut down before it even happens. It is also the result of all of the hatred in the world. We are scared to speak for fear of error, judgment, ridicule, and hatred. Positive human behaviors are accepting those mistakes as progress, not as limitations of thinking. We shouldn't savagely tear down someone's ideas because it sounds like it's new and we never tried it before, and thinking that it will never work since we never seen it in action. However, we should just listen to everyone's ideas. Next slide. As we completed our identity box, I began to understand that I want to give like a look of what brought me to be who I am today. So you can see 3 things that really stand out. It'll be the video game, the Legos, and then the landscape in the background. So what video games brought me to be who I am is because I'm really inspired by them. They're not limited to ground rules of like nature. Their stories are always like out of this world, fantasy. They're never truly limited by like what humans like to say is right or wrong. It gives them like the freedom of expressing themselves, new stories that inspires me to be creative. The same thing goes for Legos. You gotta be creative with your hands. You make things, you erect buildings, and then you get to see other people do the same and be influenced by them. And then the background, the landscape, it shows that imagination can stretch beyond like our real limits. In conclusion, imagination, in my belief, is part of being the person you want to be. We use imagination and influence as a scaffolding that extends to new innovation and flexible thoughts, instead of staying on the floor where we are comfortable. Next slide. So my final promise is to love myself. Don't be hard on myself because making mistakes is part of life. I'll keep this promise by listening to music, taking time to reflect, understand that we all struggle. We all need to live a life that shows mistakes aren't failures, but progress is success. We shouldn't put one down for something we disagree with, but rising to do better. Next slide. So this is the procedure. I just made the texture and the draft separately. Next one. It still goes on. Show the end results. Next one. There you go. So final mass shows my promise with the 3 metaphors: growth mindset, honesty, and positive thinking. The vines that tangle the mass is what shows the growth mindset. It's because we shouldn't be fixated to one idea. There's always different ways to solve one problem. And you can see that by the vines going everywhere in each directions to show that there's one way to solve one. I mean, there's multiple ways to solve one thing. The cracks on the mass show the bursting anger that wants to get out of the shell, which connects to my promise because the one of expressing myself, getting out there with my ideas instead of shutting it down because of overthinking. The middle plate reveals my promise because it's the one of talking, but society seems to be pressing me down. Yet I put the bolts, as you can see, they're a little bit loose, as a way to show that I'm tired of being shut down. I want to express myself and actually get out there. And with talking, it is what builds bridges, but walls are always being made to feel safe. We should tear those walls and show our uniqueness. It is what defines our incredible skills and beauty. Thank you for listening. And yeah, that's it.
Woo! Please give him some shout outs in the chat. Oh my goodness. So great. Such a great mask. Also, thanks for being on camera when you did your art. That was cool. All right. Write some notes to Andy. Write some notes to Joshua. Keep the love coming for Gabriel and Alberto. Now Wilson sent me a message. Sorry if I missed your private messages and asked if he could go. Are you ready, Wilson?
Yeah.
Wilson, woo!
All right. Can you start the slides? I've learned that fake beauty, well, people tend to make the mistake to think that exterior beauty is very important when it's really not, because through media such as magazines, TV commercials, even through social media, people would look at someone with a quote unquote perfect body, and it would sometimes bring them down, because personally to me, it sometimes brings me down. But then I remember that I am perfect the way I am. People should think that they are perfect the way they are. They should love themselves. In my eyes, beauty truly is happiness and what's on the inside, having the self-confidence to speak up and accomplishing every goal they want to accomplish. Next slide, please. Negative human behaviors that I've seen is that there's criticism towards almost everything. I've seen this mostly through social media, and in the real world too. People would get mad over everything, even if it's something good for the other person. They would try to bring other people down, which is really not okay. And what would be good for people to take, like, positive human behaviors, would be to see the good in certain things, because there may be no good in absolutely everything, but some things surprisingly do. You just gotta dig deep and search for what's good in it, because always thinking about the negatives will damage yourself mentally. Next slide. Well, here is it's a draft. It's I mostly included nationalities on that. Well, because I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of my nationality and my ethnicity, my culture, which is Guatemalan. And I've got to experience more of my culture through, like, going to Guatemala for 5 years, which was a very, very good and beautiful experience. And yeah, next slide. Here I just did like grabbing ideas on what to put on my mask, which were some positives and some negatives. Next. My final promise is to learn to love myself and gain more self-confidence. I promise to be able to speak up for myself and ask questions and learn from my mistakes. I promise to not be a bystander, and I promise to work harder to achieve my goals and be the best me. Next slide. Now here on my mask, I would have my nationality and my culture, and my ethnicity. And I put gems separating the two sides, which the other side is dark, because my past hasn't been all that good. I have experienced, I've had an abusive father. So yeah, it hasn't been all that good. But I put a bright eye showing hope that there's always gonna be a good future. And yeah, tears of desperation of like because sometimes I can't speak I tend to get nervous, and I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to be like, I'm trying to speak up some more. Like, for example, right now I'm pretty nervous, but yeah, that's it. Thank you for listening.
Wilson, I'm so proud of you. Thank you for taking off your mask. Thank you for your story. When I hear truth, I feel like all of my past rushes back to me and it hits me like a wave. So thank you so much for that. And I am so happy you came to AJR. How lucky are we? He came right before quarantine hit. And he was like, wow, it's so nice here. And then March happened. And he was like, what? But Encore Wilson, woo! Beautiful, beautiful, stunning artist. Oh, wait. Oh, there's more. Look, there are other pictures of Wilson's mask. Take it in. Love it. And follow him on Instagram or YouTube, right? He's got some of that stuff. All that social media stuff for his art. I know, I love his mask. All right, we're gonna zip over to Shanelle now. You good now? Shanelle Sandoval?
Yes.
All right. Woo, Shanelle. Here we go. So much talent. Oh, look, it's her. Hi.
Hi.
All right, let's go, Shanelle.
Hi guys, my name is Shanelle Sandoval, and this is my slides for my promise. What I think is fake beauty is basically what corporations show. Like, for example, in the K-pop industry, they make they still follow like strict gender norms. When it comes to females, they want them to be petite, they want them to look a certain way, to hold and they make them do surgery at times, and they put them on a strict diet for them to like be accepted to society. And what I think is real beauty is what's inside, like how you are as a person and your personality. Because I don't like, in general, you shouldn't care about how you look externally. Well, I mean, it is a big part like of how people they want to feel good, so they care about that. But really, like, you should embrace your imperfections, your flaws, because you're beautiful inside and out. All you gotta do is be a good person. That will show like colors. And just be yourself and don't like be a follower, and you'll look good. Promise. Like, it's all within inside. And me, I have like issues with my physical appearance, but that doesn't stop me. Like, I don't rely on how I look outside. What's inside is much better. Next slide. Negative behavior is basically like hatred, self-hatred. Like, a lot of people hate themselves. I used to hate myself because like society, and like growing up, I was called names of how I look and like my body. But I grew from that, and I learned like to stay positive and not to give into those comments. And a positive human behavior is basically empathy, being in other people's shoes and looking at from their point of view and meeting them where they are at is a good thing. You should try that, guys. Next step, next slide. This is my identity box. As you can see, I have the outside of my box is basically my fingerprints, and also I try to draw how I look on my physical appearance, and I drew a pig as the face because that's what I would get called, and that's how people view me. So I put that, and then in the inside of my box, as you can see, there's a lot of things. There's a cup, and that's like my friendships. That it's called plastic cup, even though it's a foam cup, it's plastic cup. It involves me and 3 other friends, and they helped me so much, and like I grew from them, and I'm grateful for them. And the little jewelry box, I got it from Durango when I went with my family to Mexico, and it was a great experience. I hope to go again. I went to go see my grandpa, And that's like basically my whole family. I love them so much, and they like taught me a lot of things, and it made me grow as a person. And there's like other things like artists and letters and a plane ticket and that and pride, because I'm pansexual, and that like that has I'm like good to be myself, and I'm proud to say that. So yeah. Next slide. The three main things that I wanted to involve in my promise is honesty, kindness, and relationships. Those three main things have impacted me heavily, and those brought me out the cave, because honesty, I wasn't honest with myself and others. As growing up, I would like tell lies to fit in society. I didn't want anybody to know the real me, so I would like cover myself with lies. But I knew as I grew up, I knew like I had to be honest to myself and to be honest to others. So that's what I've been doing. And kindness, I took kindness for granted, and I wish I didn't. But I know kindness plays a big role. Like everybody needs kindness, even though when you feel like you don't deserve it, you do. And relationships, I had a lot of friendships, and even though some didn't go as planned or turn out good, it still taught me a lot of things, and I'm grateful for that. And I don't regret those friendships or relationships, because they taught me a lot, and that made me grow as a person. So I'm grateful for that, and that like made me open my eyes more. And my promise is basically to be a good person, and for me to do that is to be empathetic, be kind, learn from my mistakes constantly, and try my hardest every day, because like from how I was in middle school, I've changed drastically. Like I wasn't in my right mind, so like I grew a lot, and I tried better every day, and I like became a better person. And I'm starting to make my mom more proud, because I try my hardest every day, and I want to try new things and open my eyes to the truth, and be make this world a brighter and better place. And like we live once, and we shouldn't dwell on the negative things. We should be kind and support each other, and be there for each other. That's all we need. And some people don't see that, and some people do, but some don't really and put that in their actions, which they need to do. Like when you want to be kind, you like have to dedicate yourself to being kind, because you can say you can consider yourself as a kind person, but there's some actions that you do that aren't kind or considerate. Like for example, if you don't like someone and you see them getting bullied, or will you be an upstander or bystander? And like even though you don't like that person and you want to be kind, just stick up for them, even though you don't like them. I've been in a similar situation, and I didn't want to bully them. I wanted to be kind and show them empathy, because you're being a bigger person. And you need to show them that. You need to prove them. Kill them with kindness, basically. Yeah. And like kindness is a really big thing. I've learned that like the past year, like when COVID hit and we went into quarantine, like it gave me a lot of time to be with myself and to really think. And like I learned that kindness can do many wonders. Like it can impact us really heavily and the world. And we should all be kind and continue to be kind. Next slide, miss. Oh, and here's my mask. So basically, I inputted a plant, which is my growth. So I put an eye, and it's basically the seed of it all, the origin. So once I opened my eyes, that was the start of my journey. And you can see the roots that made me grow as a person. So, and that's me opening my eyes to the truth, and that's me growing as a person. And I have a wing, which means I'm soaring and trying my hardest every day. And then I have on the bottom, you can see that, and it's like a string going to the other side. And it's basically empathy. That stands for empathy, and meaning like to meet the person where they're at, to connect with them. And in the middle is the middle point, and you're connecting with them. And basically the compass, the arrows, is me trying new things and me looking for adventure and exploring. And you can see the sun rays is me making this world a brighter and better place. Next slide. So here's my mask. Well, it's not fully finished. I still need to paint a little bit more, but that's how it is. And I'm proud of it. The wing, it was very difficult. So I put a flower on it and try to make that work, but I'll fix it later. Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious. You listened to us, huh, Ms. Rivera? She listened when we talked about add-ons. Talk about risk-taking. Soft check, Shanelle. Woo!
Well, thank you guys for listening. And thank you for the twinkles, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you for being giving our class so much energy. We appreciate you so much. And thank you for leading the art walk with Jose Sandoval. I can't say that enough. Fast forward. I don't think anyone told me they want to go. Javi, you're going to do yours on camera, right? Are you there, Javi? Javi. Fun story about Javier. He didn't have the mask mold, so he built his mask out of a box. I was like really impressed by that. I was like, what? I don't know if Javier's here. I don't know. Alberto went. Dun, dun, dun. Anthony Santay. Are you ready to go? Anthony Santay. He says no. Okay, Letci. Can I show your mask? I may not play the audio. Guys, Letci has an amazing mask and an amazing presentation. And she's just a stunning artist. I don't know, Letci, do you want to unmute yourself? No, she says no. And Letci Miranda is brilliant. We have a shout out to Letci. Okay, I love your art all year. It's brought me so much joy and so much happiness. Did you build a hand, Letci? Is that a hand? I know. How did you do that? Letci built a hand. Guys, she constructed hands grabbing the mask. Clay. So she used clay, guys. Use your resources. Sock check, look at that. So Letci sent me an audio presentation. Because of time, we're gonna fast forward to, let me know, Letci, maybe we could play it at the end. Jesse Crespo, did you want to share? I don't think so. Jesse. And I'm gonna keep going. Gilberto went. Congratulations. Joshua went. Jose, I was wondering if you would want to go. Jose Duarte Castillo. You're so prepared. Yeah, I'll wait to see if you unmute. Jose. Destiny, were you planning on going? I think she said she was going tomorrow. Destiny, right? You said you're going tomorrow. Sorry, awkwardness. Woo! Shout out to Destiny for her mask. Yes, Destiny. Shout out to you. Melanie Cruz. You ready to go? This is this awkward time. Melanie Cruz's mask, everyone. Please unmute. For time, I need you to jump up to the mic. Melanie Cruz is twinkling herself because she's awesome. Melanie, do you want to do your presentation? All right, I'm going to jump to Britni, seeing if Britni will unmute herself. Britni, are you going to be the bang that we go out with? I'm going to keep going. Jump up, run up to the mic, guys. This is the end of, yes, go.
Okay, well, let me talk then. Okay, Good afternoon. My name is Britni, for those of you who don't know, and I'm gonna show you guys my mask. All right. So as you guys can see, these are pictures of my example of fake beauty. I think it's makeup is when they expect you to be perfect, when they want you to have plastic surgery, when they want you to have money and be like the A plus student. Um, in my eyes, true beauty is when you humble, is like when you understanding, you care for others. I believe fake beauty is not just about wearing makeup and getting plastic surgery. It does play a part of it, but that's not all. Fake beauty is within a person as well, and how they are with people and treat others. Fake beauty is not just about the materialistic things and things that one does to themselves. During fifth period sophomore promise, Miss David pointed out fake beauty is not just about makeup, and I 100% agree. She made me think more on that thought. I noticed fake beauty for men is different from women. Um, Fake beauty for men is when they have too much pride and still in that toxic masculinity phase. We all might not have the same definition of fake beauty, but that's fine. One thing I know we could all agree on is fake beauty and oh shit, bad, my bad. One thing I know we all could agree on that beauty in our eyes is imperfection and quote unquote flaws. Um, Real beauty in my eyes is someone who is down to earth and not big headed. It's about people enjoying the company with one another and making the best of any situation. We all have our differences, and I feel our differences bring out each other's. Okay, you could go now. You could put the next slide. Negative human behavior. I feel negative human behavior is when people be bullying you, like when you be looking at the TV and um okay, so when you be looking at the TV and you be seeing things like there's certain shows that I feel like you could see and you be like, oh, why don't I have that? And like you be putting yourself down. So that's like the TV, but it's also mental. Social media. I feel like when you be on social media, you be letting that get to your head, so that's all bad. Discrimination, people be getting discriminated against, and that's still bad. Positive human behavior is when you say you love yourself instead of you can't, you can. When you be growing, when you think positive, when you love yourself and you take baby steps. Okay. This is the outline of my mask. I don't know if you want me to share it before it, and then you guys see. Well, I'm gonna just share it. So this is a puppet at the top. You see the puppet shows how I was controlled by others and let others affect me. The drama two-face right there that you see on the top is how I feel inside. No, how I feel outside versus inside. So like outside is a smile and the inside is like a little smiley face, like a little frowny face. The lightning bolt represents all the bad energy. Okay, there's supposed to be broken glass, but I don't know if y'all can see it. The broken glass shows the time that I've been hurt. And then we're gonna move to the middle. So the middle, it has flowers to show how the new environment I am is better and like how it could grow. The grass shows it as well. Butterflies represent transformation and rebirth. So that's the sort of like the sign of new beginnings, the metaphor of it. And there's those are supposed to be little stars and everything to show like the brightening it up. And then those little black things is birds. So you can switch it. This is my draft and everything. I don't know if you want me to read it or not, but you could skip it. Okay, my final promise is to love myself, grow as a person, and stand on what I believe in. I will keep this promise by staying true to myself and how I feel. We all need to care for each other and ourselves. Self-love is needed, and it's not selfish if you do. And that's my mask. Miss, why that face?
I think it's awesome. You finished it. Yay!
I just never posted it.
Oh, Mr. That's the story of all year. We're like, post. Guys, this is beautiful. Can we give her some shout outs? Did you make those butterflies? Ow.
Oh, I made them, but I remember I was telling you how they were drying. It took forever to dry. I made them off, what is that, Model Magic? Something like that.
Wow.
So yeah.
Yay! Shout out to Britni. I think we went out with a bang, but we still have more students. And so Britni was like, we got to go out with a bang. Period 7. And I was like, the bang's going to be Britni. But we'll see.
I said we have to start with a boom and end with a bang.
Okay, well, are you okay with being the bang? No?
I feel like it could have been Melanie, but we good.
Oh, Melanie, she's asking you to go. Melanie, I don't think Melanie's gonna go today. Randy, I'm just checking in with some kids. Randy, I don't think Angel's going today. Yes. Saul, did you want to go today? Mr. Saul? Dun, dun, dun. I see you. I see you. I see you. Yes, please give love to Britni in the chat. Woo, Britni, you did it! Saul, anyone unmute if you want me to. Do. And that might be it for presentations whole group, unless someone's ready to jump on the mic. Karen, you're amazing. Okay, Karen, stunning. I just gotta show your mask. Like A+. Kanaya, don't get mad at me. There's Kanaya's mask. Dun, dun, dun. Awesome. Andrea, did you want to share your promise out loud? Andrea? Just trying to give people before you go on the weekend, you could be like, I did it. No? Andrea? Dun, dun, that's Andrea's. Aurelie, do you want to share out loud? Guys, I think that might be it as far as completed presentations. I'm just skimming. And I'm going to stop share. And I would just like everyone, I'm going to give you a dare. Okay, you ready? I'm going to file new. I'm going to dare you to, right now, because one day I will make a senior video for you guys. I'm gonna dare you to come on camera right now and take a bow, because you did it, guys. You did your sophomore promise. Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? What song can I play that would get people?
Do we get extra credit?
See, this is a story of my.
You extra credit, you show your socks.
It's story.
You missed the extra credit. The extra credit was your socks, Janara.
I don't know. How about you guys give me a song suggestion?
Extra credit in my heart, always.
I'm a Believer by Smash Mouth. That's a good one.
Wait, what?
Butter by BTS.
I said I'm a Believer by Smash Mouth.
Pause, let Gabriel talk. What did he say?
I'll do it for Mr. Bryant. Mr. Bryant.
Oh yeah, Gabriel said he's doing it.
Okay, come on camera, take a bow, 10th grade. We dare you. Remember, we're doing grades next week. You want to show your mom? Bring your mom on camera. All right, guys, everyone wave. Oh, come on. You're not going to turn your cameras on? Yeah! Sock check. Woo! Come on, slow reveal. Let's go, Shanelle, keep that camera on. Woo! Glass of fire. Yes, Gabriel, hold it. Hold it, Gabriel. Where are the drama kids? Yes, it's Wilson. Woo! Twinkle yourselves. Anyone else? Chanel's eating. Yay! Look at these leaders. BTS, Class of Fire, class. Congratulations to everyone on your sophomore promises. I promise I'm going to get so much footage of you when you're juniors. I'm going to come for you in a loving way. Thank you to the teachers so much. Thank you. Thank you to Class of Fire. You still need to present. Let me know, okay? We'll figure it out, okay? We want to get some passing grades. I know. I think we're going to be on campus. Woo!
Mr. Brian, that was for you. That was for you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Mister, you're funny on Zoom. You're funny in person too.
Oh.
But I like how you smile when no one goes on camera. It's funny. All right, thank you everyone. Teachers, I think we have a Zoom meeting now with Annette and Christina. I want to talk to them about healthcare.
Okay, bye everyone. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. Bye y'all.
Congratulations, 10th grade.
Good job, everybody. Bye.
Good job. Thank you, Mr. Rivera.